Hi, I'm Iyare and this is Fantastic Realm. This week on the show we take a walk on the weird side with Emily the Strange. Blackest Night gets even darker and we have landmark issues for both the Hulk and Spider-Man. This is Emily the Strange. This is the first part of a new story in this book, The 13th Hour. And essentially, the starting point of this story is Emily's 13th birthday. She's finally a teenager. I'm a newcomer to this book. I'm not a big fan. I haven't been a big fan in the past. But I just was really intrigued by the look of this book. Monochromatic. Very, very kind of surreal, weird, a little bit tricky to follow, but I think worthy of the extra effort to kind of go along with what's going on in this book. So if you get a chance to check it out, this is a really good jumping on point as it is the first part of a new story arc. This is Emily the Strange, first part of the 13th Hour, out this week. This is the fourth part of the current Phonogram series, The Singles Club. This one named Konnichiwa Bitches after the robbing song, okay? This is one of my favorite comic books around at the moment. I really love what McKelvey and Gillen have got going on with this book. I love the music references. I love the whole idea of phonomancy, i.e. that music is magic and this magic can be manipulated for different ends. This book basically follows the two characters that have kind of been running through this whole series of the DJ characters, Seth Bingo and the Silent Girl. And the Silent Girl's just not as silent as you think, yeah? She just don't talk to you, is what's really important about this. I just love this series so much. I love their kind of annotations at the back on all of the music they kind of referenced in the book. I love Jamie McKelvey's art on this book. It's just one of the most original kind of creative series around in British comics at the moment, and if you haven't been following it, you definitely need to get yourself a piece of this action. This is Phonogram, The Singles Club, issue number 4. It's on your shelves this week.
Hey, this is Jimmy Jean-Louis, and you are watching Fantastic Realm.
So Blackest Night rumbles on. I've been very, very happy to get myself a Blackest Night ring. Look at that. Yeah, a Black Lantern ring. Yeah. I'm one of the undead this week. This is Tales of the Core Part 2, and if you're going to have the full Blackest Night experience, you're probably going to need to be following this as well. This isn't the main story. It's basically supporting stuff that helps you understand how some of the characters you're going to see in Blackest Night came to be who they are or where they are. So we see how Bleeze became a Red Lantern. We spend a little bit of time with the Black Lanterns in this one, and we see how Carol Farris gets involved again with the Star Sapphires. If you want to kind of follow Blackest Night, you're going to need to get this book. However, the most important book you need for Blackest Night this week is this one, Green Lantern number 44. Right? This actually takes the Blackest Night story that we saw in the first part of the actual Blackest Night mini-series. This takes that story on, and we focus here on Hal Jordan and the Flash, Barry Allen, and John Jones, Martian hunter from Mars, who has been basically reanimated, brought back from the dead by the Black Lantern ring. You definitely need this if you're following Blackest Night. It's one of the kind of mainstay books, mainstay kind of story parts of this story, and so you're going to need to follow it. Really enjoyable book, takes the story forward a little bit further, and is definitely one of the main parts of the Blackest Night thing that's going on at the moment. So if you want to follow that, you'll need to get this. This is Green Lantern number 44, and it's on your shelves this week. The Hulk 600 finally hits the shelves this week, and what we see here is a celebratory double-sized or maybe even triple-sized issue of the Hulk this week. Now, the Hulk is a kind of a mainstay character of the Marvel Universe, and what's been going on with this Red Hulk versus Green Hulk thing for the last few months is okay, but seriously, for a such a landmark issue, I must admit I was a tiny bit disappointed by the Hulk this month. The main story, which sees a humongous revelation about Bruce Banner and some interesting kind of stuff around the Red Hulk revealed, that's quite cool, but unfortunately a bit short. The rest of this book is made up of a reprint of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's first issue of Hulk Great, which was great stuff in 2003 when it came out originally. There's also a story of all new Savage She-Hulk. It's a great story, but you know, this is a landmark Hulk comic. It's the 600th issue of the Hulk to ever hit our shelves, and I just expected more Hulk, more revelations, more time with Bruce Banner and the original Hulk. So in that way, it's a tiny bit disappointing. There is, however, a really cool little backup story written by Stan Lee, which is like a real touch. I think is a beautiful thing that they did here. But other than that, slightly disappointing. However, if you're a massive Hulk fan, of course you're going to need to get this landmark issue, the 600th issue of Hulk. You're going to need that in your collection. So it's out this week, Hulk 600, though not my favourite book of the week. The other big landmark issue that came out this week is Spider-Man 600. Now, if you are going to do a big special extended edition of a favourite characters book, then this is the way that you do it. Spider-Man 600 did not disappoint in any way, shape or form. Firstly, we get a triple length Spider-Man main story. Even they call it a novel in here. It's drawn by John Romita Jr., written by Dan Slott. We've got the top brains from the Spidey Brain Trust working on a great new story, and we have a classic Spider-Man villain for him to go up against. Brilliant stuff. We have a wonderful little backup story written by Stan Lee himself. We get a story that kind of takes us on into the future of Spider-Man stories in the main Spider-Man book for the near future as well. We get a some really kind of funny covers you'll never see. We also get a brilliant little backup story written from Uncle Ben's perspective. This is how you do a proper landmark issue of a favorite comic book character. Marvel, please take note. This is Spider-Man issue number 600. It's out on your shelves this week, and if you have any interest in Spider-Man at all, you need this book in your life. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week at Fantastic Realm. If you go to the website, we've got special Wolverine Art Appreciation variant covers available for you to buy. We've got some great deals going on at the moment, and if you enter the code Wolverine, you can get yourself an even further discount, okay? So make sure you check that out. Make sure you join us next week. We'll be back reviewing more new comics. In the meantime, keep sending us your questions, keep sending us your comments, keep rating us, and don't forget, if you're feeling the show, let somebody know. We'll catch you next week. You can buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store and see more videos, or join our online communities at Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. We've now launched the Fantastic Realm video podcast on iTunes, so feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget you can drop by the store to check out what we've got in stock.